Welcome to the installation video for RimWrapz. Before getting started, let's recognize that there are a lot of folks out there that will be tempted to just glance at the instruction sheet and then immediately start peeling off the full backing of the decal. That first act would ruin your installation. As you watch this video, you will understand why if you had skipped some of these steps, your install would have failed. We have installed tons of these on wheels, and you're about to find out the correct way to install them. It is worth your time to watch the entire video prior to installing. You will need scissors to cut the backing off from behind the tabs that go in between the spokes, soapy water to wash the bike and rims thoroughly, Windex, paper towels or something that will not shed and leave behind any material, a blow dryer or heat gun, and some hand wipes or something to keep your hands clean as you touch and work on various surfaces. A warm environment is highly recommended, and an ambient temperature should be above 72 degrees for the best results and easier manipulation of the decals. It is important that the bike itself or the wheels be in a room that is 72 degrees or above for a few hours at least before the installation. Inspect your package to identify the decals, the alcohol pack, and the installation instructions. The pieces for each wheel are in separate sleeves labeled front and rear. This would be a good time to group your left front, left back, right front, and right back decals together. Now, one of the most obvious steps to everyone should be the need to prepare the surface. You must have a clean surface that is free of specks, grease, chemicals, and anything else that could cause blemishes to be seen or the decal not to stick. Note, just because you have new wheels doesn't mean they don't have some kind of factory grease coating. After spraying and wiping your wheels entirely, removing all the grit and grime, and you think that they feel clean and grease-free, use the included alcohol packs to rub the entire surface. We recommend cleaning both sides of both wheels all at the same time rather than cleaning and installing one section at a time, which should speed up the overall installation time. We recommend removing hardware like the stem nut prior to starting to make sure you get all the areas that can collect grease and grime around those stubborn edges. With all of the surfaces clean, you're now ready to begin the actual install. Wash your hands. Starting with the left side of the front wheel, locate the point directly to the left of the stem. Look at the diagram and video to see our starting area. Take the left decal labeled number 1 and visually lay it into place to see how it will lay between the spokes. Be very careful to grab the correct number 1 for the correct wheel. This is where the visual inspection first will prevent you from accidentally installing the decal in the wrong location. Next, you will peel the backing paper away from the decal only behind the tab part that will go between the spokes. See the video and notice the diagram is different, only showing every other removal. We have determined it is best to remove all of them at the same time. Carefully remove these tab backs for the decal you're working on. Once they are all removed, ensure there is no debris left sticking to the decal, and then proceed to visually align the decal into the correct location. Next, when you see the decal in the correct location, lightly tap the far left so the decal will stay. Then lightly lay the decal into position, and lightly tap the far right when it is in the correct position. Remember, soft and light touch is the key here. Do not be firm and aggressive. Once the tabs appear to be in the correct location, proceed to tap every other tab and then rub all of the tabs to place them. Vary the positioning after using a light touch on the tabs. It can be repositioned if necessary. With the piece and tabs in position, carefully remove the backing by carefully pulling back at an angle and wiggling a little to help loosen the backing from directly below the tab. Rub the bottom of the tabs and throughout the top length. Next, you're ready to start working over the full edge. Begin on the left end and work your way to the right in manageable sections. When the decal is on, rub throughout the whole decal looking for bubbles and making sure the full decal is down. Work bubbles out from the center out. Finish by moving the wheel with one hand and rubbing the full length with the other. Repeat each of the decal sections with the same method. When reviewing the initial positioning, make sure you line up the decal patterns as closely as possible. Light use of a hairdryer or a warm day combined with a little rubbing the sticker surface will help it conform. After all the pieces are set in position and firmly applied on every square millimeter, especially seams, use the hairdryer on high and get the surface very warm and press as firmly as possible on every square millimeter to activate the adhesive. Alternate use of a heat gun sparingly. It can damage the material as well as your body. Be careful. When applied on clean rims, these decals will be a long-lasting protection for your rim's finish. Thank you for watching. Now go out and enjoy your new look.